So I'll be honest, there hasn't been a lot of new drugstore makeup this year that's really caught my eye recently. So today I thought that I would share 5 drugstore makeup products that have been out for a little bit, but that aren't getting the hype that I think that they deserve. I guess you could also call these drugstore makeup hidden gems. These are all products that I love to use in my routine and that I'm genuinely surprised that I don't hear a lot of other beauty creators talking about. So we're gonna get straight into it, but first, if you're new here, hi, my name is Miranda. Welcome to my channel where we talk all things budget beauty. If that sounds interesting to you, then become the newest member of the Slashed Squad by hitting subscribe and the bell icon. The first underrated drugstore makeup product that I want to talk about is actually, I think, the newest product out of this entire video. It is the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. So I did try this in one of my What's New at the Drugstore videos, and this foundation blew me away. So this is $11. It's available at Ulta Beauty in 17 shades. It has hyaluronic acid and watermelon seed oil, which contributes to the hydrating factor, and this has felt so good on my skin, which has been leaning dry over the past couple months. It's usually drier in the winter and then I get oilier in the summer. And it leaves such a beautiful, naturally radiant finish. It's not too dewy or glowy. It's definitely not matte. It really just looks like your skin evened out and smoothed and blurred. My shade right now is Neutral Hazel. It is almost an exact match, which, as you know, if you've been watching my videos, has been a struggle for me recently. Like, I just cannot match my foundation, but this is like the perfect shade for me. And what I really like about what they did with their shade names for this line of foundation is that all of the shade names have the undertone in the name. So this is Neutral Hazel. There is also Warm Cocoa, Neutral Pecan, Cool Espresso. So you kind of have a better time trying to match yourself. They've done a pretty decent job at like balancing the range from fair to deep, as well as hitting all 3 undertones within each range of fair, medium, and deep. Now, they describe the coverage on this foundation as medium to high. I wholeheartedly agree. It's really, really easy to build up to full coverage, which I've done today, and everything just looks airbrushed. It looks like I already set it with a blurring setting powder, but I haven't. I just used this. I also feel like this hydrating formula plays really well with my fine lines and my expression lines. It doesn't like cake up inside those lines. So I really hope more people get on board because I think that Catrice in general is sort of like a looked over brand, but this is such a winner. The next underrated drugstore makeup product I'll be talking about is actually my current favorite drugstore mascara, and it earned that name very soon after the first time I tried it. It's the Flower Beauty Warrior Princess Mascara. I recently did a TikTok video about how much I love this. I don't know why I haven't heard about it before. In general, again, I think Flower Beauty sort of flies under the radar, but this mascara is amazing. So it's only $10 and it outperforms so many high-end mascaras that I've tried. In fact, one of the first things I noticed about this mascara is the hourglass-shaped wand and how closely it resembles the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara wand, except I like this better. It's better than sex. This actually gives me the effect that Better Than Sex and Lash Paradise kind of says they'll give you, but I think this is so much easier to use. So this has a little bit of a drier formula, so it's lightweight, it won't weigh your lashes down, while it adds so much volume, length, and lift. But because it's on the drier side, it's not going to make your lashes gloopy or clump them up. And I think the bristles are more strategically placed so that it really combs out, fans out your lashes, separating them to give you a fuller look overall and just maximize the effects. Literally the only downside to this mascara is that if you build it up too much, you will experience flaking. But luckily, you really only need one thin coat, and this already does the most for your lashes. And this mascara has been out for a while. I don't know why I haven't heard anyone talk about it. I haven't heard anyone mention it in like best drugstore mascara roundups, but the way that it transforms my short and straight lashes, it definitely deserves a place on them. So I've gotten more than a few comments asking me to share my favorite drugstore cream makeup products, and I actually have 2 that are making this video today, starting with the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Sculpting Bronzer. This is $11 and my absolute favorite cream or stick bronzer and contour product. It is only available available in 2 shades. There's Toffee, which is sort of like a lighter, warmer bronzer, and this one is Mocha. It's darker and more neutral. This cream bronzer formula is so creamy and easy to blend. It can be a little intimidating when you first dot it on or swipe it on because it looks so pigmented, but it blends out to look very natural and seamless. It always looks really smooth with the rest of my makeup, and it does dry down to a powder finish. It doesn't stay feeling dewy or creamy or anything. It doesn't feel like it's sitting on top of the skin. It has jojoba oil, natural Indian senna seed, organic aloe vera, and botanical cactus flower in the formula, and no synthetic fragrances. It also lasts on me really, really well throughout the day. Of course, my cheeks are a little bit more normal in terms of skin type. I get oily in my T-zone, so I don't really have to worry about, anything feeling oily over here. But with that said, I've never experienced any patchiness or noticeable fading or breakup throughout the day with this product. And I always prefer to use a flat top kabuki style brush to blend out my cream contour. This is from the Amazon brush set that I talked about and tried in my Amazon bestsellers video. It works great. As you can see, it blended it out to be really natural looking, and it stays looking like this all day. So cream blush is having a pretty big moment at the drugstore right now, and the next product I'm going to talk about is a cream blush that came out last year that I don't think got the love that all of the newer ones are getting now. These are the Covergirl Clean Fresh Cream Blushes. So these were a part of the first launch when Covergirl announced their Clean Fresh line, which is their line of totally vegan and cruelty-free products. Well, the whole brand is cruelty-free now, but their Clean Fresh line is vegan. It's also formulated without talc, parabens, formaldehyde, phthalates, mineral oil, sulfates, or fragrance. These are super, super versatile. So you can blend them out to be very sheer, just a really light, natural wash of color, or you could build them up because they actually are pretty pigmented. But regardless of whether you leave it looking really subtle or you build up the color, it always stays looking beautifully blended for 6+ hours. I have never experienced any fading or breakdown with these, even when I apply the sheerest layer. Like, you want a sheer blush, you will have a sheer blush all day. Now, 2 of these shades have shimmer in them, but across the board, you can definitely get away with skipping highlighter when you use these blushes because they will give you a really nice soft glow. In fact, today, I'm not wearing any highlighter on top of my cheeks. I know, shocking, because highlighter is my favorite part of any makeup routine, but I wanted to show you that they do leave sort of this radiance at the high points of your cheeks that looks like I put on a subtle highlight. These also have hyaluronic acid in the formula, which I always think just gives the skin a little bit of a bouncy look. The best part is these are about $6 at Walmart, and you need just a pea-sized amount to get your blush done on both sides. So these are gonna last you a while. And these do dry down a little bit. It's not quite a matte finish, probably demi-matte or natural. As you saw in the clips of me applying this, I do like to go in using a stipple brush for these, especially if I'm going for a lighter look. And the last drugstore makeup hidden gems I want to talk about are the Kokie Cosmetics Retractable Lip Liners. I've been having a really big lip liner phase recently. I really like to use them to both shape and outline my lips, but also fill in my lips completely before I top them with a gloss. And these have been my absolute favorite, just under the Kylie Cosmetics lip pencils. In fact, I have even identified 2 nearly dupe shades for the Kylie pencils. And these actually last on the lips just as long as the Kylie ones and might even be a little bit more creamier and dry lip friendly. They have a really, really fine tip, so they're great for getting that clean outline, especially if you're overdrawing your lips. Today, I'm wearing the lip liner in the shade Nude, which I've identified as a dupe for the Kylie lip pencil in Dolce K, one of her most popular shades. And then I topped it off with the ColourPop Luxe Gloss in the shade Tied Up. You can totally wear these on their own and it'll give you this creamy matte look. Obviously, they'll be a little bit on the drier side because they are pencils, but they're super pigmented and really easy to glide on without tugging at your lips. So these are around $6 to $7. You can find them on Amazon or at Sally Beauty. I know some Walmarts also carry Kokie cosmetics, but it's hit or miss. Do you have any favorite drugstore makeup products that you think are underrated and deserve more hype? Let me know what they are in the comments below. Maybe I'll try them out. Today's shout out goes to Evelyn. Thanks for being a member of the Slashed Squad. And join me over in this video next where I finally try the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Powder Foundation. I'll see you over there. Bye.